Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our Red Lion Hotel's main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Wyoming Combat Sports Commission, led by Mr. Brian Pedersen. It is set for three 3-minute rounds of mixed martial arts in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the short line, Buick and GMC red corner. Please welcome Zeke Alirez.
Zeke the Freak Alirez. Quick ending the last time we were up in Wyoming.
Yes, indeed. Representing the top-notch academy. Always great fighters, well-conditioned and very technically prepared fighters coming out of that academy. And Zeke right at the pinnacle of what we're talking about there. Even though he's young in his career, everybody that watches him speaks of what a special talent he is.
Finished a taller fighter last time. It was quick. When you're main eventing that early, pretty good.
Yep, you know it's something special, that's for certain.
He's got a great contingency up here. He is all about the violence, man. Last time, finishing the first round, it was a kick to the ribs that did it. This kid has got a special future in front of him.
Three 3-minute rounds, wearing the 4-ounce gloves. Said he needed to have a little time away after the initiation of his career, sort of get his mind right, see where it was that he wanted to be, and decided this is it. And boy, when he came back, he showed us he'd made a distinct decision.
Absolutely. The Alirez family, all of them up here in support. The walk-ins lasted longer than his last two fights.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Fowler Chevrolet blue corner, please welcome Isaiah Diggs.
Mr. Diggs, a representative of Ultimate Performance of Pueblo. There's a couple opposite sides of Colorado being represented here in Wyoming at Sparta 7.
Shortline Buick GMC is the sponsor, 1301 South Havana Street in Aurora, Colorado. This fight is interesting to me because the body types are much more similar than we saw last time when Alirez fought. Big, strong kids, young men.
Yeah, Diggs, such a powerfully built individual.
That's a solid 155 by both these guys.
Our tail of the tape shows us that Alirez is 3 years younger, only 21 years old, versus Diggs, also a young man at 24. Diggs, 5 feet 5 inches tall, so he's 4 inches shorter than Alirez, and packs that onto the frame with muscle. And 2-0 is the Alirez who lists himself as a boxer versus Diggs, main eventing after one fight as a wrestler, 1-0.
I'm sitting here watching Alirez pace back and forth like a lion, trying to make eye contact and intimidate before he's even coming into the ring.
Yeah, and Diggs glanced over at him for a moment, and the referee caught his attention. But yeah, these guys definitely mean-mugging one another a little bit here.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, this is your Sparta main event of the evening. So, fight fans tuning in all around the world and joining us here live in Cheyenne, I need you all to get up out of your seats, raise your drinks high, and get wild! Introducing first, fighting out of the short line, Buick and GMC red corner, from Greeley, Colorado, representing top-notch MMA, Zeke the Freak Alirez. And his opponent, fighting out of the Fowler Chevrolet blue corner, from Pueblo, Colorado, representing Ultimate Performance, Isaiah Diggs.
Come on in, young man. All right, guys, you're addressed. Same rules in the back. Expect a clean, fair fight. Let's give these people what they came to see. Touch them up if you're going to do it, and let's bang.
Boy, is the crowd into this one.
Oh, yeah, there's everybody standing. Everybody's standing for this one, JR, and they should be. Alirez just eyed him the entire time.
Yeah. There's some intensity there. Diggs in the red trunks, Alirez in the black and white. And immediately going to work with the striking is Alirez. Diggs, we saw in his last fight out, very powerful wrestler, but Alirez already scores well with the left hand. Able to keep Diggs from closing in for the takedown.
Alirez is strong going to those leg kicks. Really switching levels.
You can tell Diggs prepared for a good striker by the way he's keeping that guard up. Alirez having to be very, very precise with his strikes to find an opening because it is a good guard by Diggs, but that leg kick already did some damage.
Oh, and a big shot.
Diggs
Nice shot by Diggs. Absolutely, and again, the body levels, but you see everything that Alirez throws is with dangerous violence.
Yeah, it just has really bad intentions on it. Oh, and Alirez looks for the shot. Says, hey, I'll make Diggs think a little bit about what might be coming next.
Hey, you got to test it out, right? You got to see how he sprawls, what he does in the situation. You may need it later. Oh, nice shot by Diggs.
Alirez doing a beautiful job of managing that distance and utilizing his height advantage. He's out there where he has Diggs on the end of his punches, but keeping it where Diggs is having a very difficult time reaching him.
Diggs with a nice little shot, though. He's got to get in closer. That's the danger with Alirez.
Yeah, and it's, like you said, it's a dangerous bridge to cross. Going over there where Alirez can touch you, but you're not yet where you can touch him. Nice combination.
Yeah, but again, Diggs has got those hands up. That one got through a little bit, JR, but if you're going to fight him, you've got to have some defense.
And Alirez a number of times able to, he hurt his foot on that one.
Yeah, he did. I saw that.
Alirez a number of times able to split the guard of Diggs. Now Diggs in deep where he wants it.
Trying to get that single leg.
Let's see if he's able to turn it into a high crotch. See if he can get the lift here. Alirez doing a very nice job of staying heavy with his hips. Has the hands peeled up. So Diggs not in the position that he was advantageous to him.
Alirez lost his mouthpiece over in the corner. He spit it out, JR. So as soon as they can, they're going to stop it probably.
Digging the underhook. And good job by Diggs reaching for that ankle pick.
But that
Alirez was trying to reach down, shut down the ankle pick, but Diggs got it. And as you said, the whizzer of Alirez saved him as far as being able to get back up. So Alirez showing great takedown defense. Diggs showing a lot of commitment to the takedown as well. Well, just about 5 seconds left here. We're going to get treated to round number 2.
Yeah, which is surprising. Listen, Alirez knows he's in a fight. He knows he's fighting somebody good tonight. Wow. Let's see what kind of shape Alirez is in because he fights at that high pace. But he's got somebody that is defending well, that's got that wrestling threat.
Yeah, and Diggs uses a lot of power when he's in tight. A lot of work that he does is trying to lift his opponent, dig his opponent, wrap up his opponent. So a lot of energy being expended there. Here in the replay, we see Alirez moving forward, moving his hands. We've talked about it all night, wanting to watch people throw combinations.
Yep.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're talking about. Able to snap back the head of Diggs a couple of times. But then as we saw toward the end of the round, Diggs able to implement his game plan, get in tight, bring it down to the ground, and shut down some of that distance between them so that Alirez not able to effect his striking game.
Yeah, he did hurt his foot. He hurt his left foot on that kick low. And again, the danger for Diggs is he's got to get much closer. Alirez's jab could be the difference here.
Fast hands.
And he's awkward. The way he moves is very awkward.
Diggs very deep on the double, and Alirez quickly with the scramble. Diggs trying to pressure down. Nobody's settling yet. We don't have a solidified position.
Nope.
Alirez able to bring it back up, but Diggs has head control.
Nice knee. Diggs is very strong.
Wow. Man, what a double leg that was by Diggs.
Diggs came in and connected.
Yeah, and Alirez hurt a little bit. You can see a pained look on his face. I don't know if his foot's hurting him now.
I believe that's what it is,
or
JR.
what. But you can just see that Alirez has the look on his face. I'm not seeing his movements being affected yet. And again, Diggs goes for that really deep shot. Alirez this time able to fend it off.
And I'll tell you what, Alirez looks tired to me already, JR. I know this is a fast-paced fight. Oh, and a nice shot by Diggs. Alirez to me looks a little gassed.
Hard for us to say without knowing what that possible injury might be. If it's something like a rib where you can't get a deep breath.
Oh, an uppercut.
Diggs with a nice uppercut. Alirez staggered a little bit. But now he answers back strong.
Wow.
And Diggs with a powerful right hand.
Look at Diggs going for it.
Diggs looking to end the fight. His corner imploring him
but
to
look at
continue
Alirez.
pressuring forward. And Alirez with an answer.
He's just leaning in. Alirez is leaning in. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, the corner of Diggs said, get the turn on the fence, and he did exactly that. Good job by Diggs listening to his corner.
Big overhand right by Diggs.
Oh, snaps the head back to Alirez. Both these guys such good vision in their striking.
Great time for a double leg.
Beautifully timed, yes indeed. And right in the corner of Diggs where they can listen to him. Less than a minute to go.
Look at the scramble.
Diggs going to work with the powerful ground and pound. Alirez, however, able to get his feet underneath him. Back to standing they go again. About 30 seconds left.
Boy, Alirez he is a warrior. To come back from some of the shots that he's taken and to continue not to give up the takedown right here. But he's taken some big-time abuse.
Only about 20 seconds left, and these guys, man, there's just no slowing them down. Diggs continuing to dig for control of the body of Alirez, and Alirez not able to get the separation that we know he wants.
There's that knee, and then he comes back after that knee. And again, the mouthpiece out from Alirez.
Gotta get the mouthpiece of Alirez. Only 3 seconds left. They're gonna rinse off the mouthpiece, and then we'll hear the bell ding, basically. Wow, we're gonna get treated to another round. How lucky are we?
Wow. It's a minimum 1 round apiece.
Wow. What a stellar performance by these guys. Diggs able to finally implement the double legs, get the takedowns that he wanted. Alirez able to scramble back up a couple of times, but Diggs able to go to work a little bit more in that round than what had happened with him previously. And Alirez just always had an answer. He was not going to be denied. Diggs lands that uppercut that we referenced. Both these guys stand very, very busy with their hands.
And right now, JR, if I'm coming out in this next round, if I'm in the corner of Diggs, you cannot let Alirez get any kind of momentum going.
Exactly.
When you've got a fighter like that, you've got to keep him down and keep the pressure on.
And they're over here dancing in the corner of Diggs, getting him pumped up.
Diggs is in better shape, JR. And I think Alirez, his foot's bothering him. I really do believe that.
Referee has to push these guys back. Round 3, let's get it on.
Both fighters right in the middle of the ring. Let's see what Alirez has left. He's going with that jab.
Each has been able to sting the other with their striking.
That's the difference
Diggs
right
with
there.
the big takedown. See what he's able to go to work with.
Oh, he's
Your
got
man
neck.
Alirez is so good in the scrambles.
He's got that head control. He's got that guillotine.
Alirez working 2-on-1, has the guillotine shut down for now.
Yep, he does.
But man, what an energy draining situation for Alirez, being bent over, carrying the weight of your opponent in this position.
Well, you saw a big drop of spit come out of Alirez's mouth, which means his mouth's open and he's gasping for air.
Absolutely. But as they separate, Alirez moving very smooth.
He doesn't have the power that he normally
Oh,
He
big
just
shot.
got rocked. He just got rocked. He can take a punch, man.
Boy, and then he comes back with a beautiful body kick. Diggs again gets the takedown.
Boy, Alirez is doing everything he can not to get finished.
Big body shots for Diggs. Alirez able to sit through, grabs a single leg of his own. Let's see if he can run the pipe with this. Nope, Diggs threatens with the guillotine.
Too strong, and Alirez right now really gasping with 1:40 left in this fight. He needs to get away from him to see if he can apply any damage.
Corner of Diggs imploring him to continue with the forward momentum. Minute and a half left in this fight.
Diggs going forward, and you can see Alirez has not near the power.
And Diggs came up smiling after that failed shot. Knew that he kind of mistimed it a little bit.
Alirez is bleeding quite a bit, and you don't see him back up much.
And Alirez kind of smiling a little bit too, like, hey, we're in a scrap. I came to Wyoming to get in a fight. I got what I wanted.
Third time the mouthpiece has gone out. When your mouth is open and you're breathing hard, that's when that happens.
Yeah, and eventually the referee's going to give him a warning about that. 1 minute left.
Ooh.
Oh, nice crossing right hand lands for Diggs. Alirez wears it well.
Alirez can take a shot, there's no doubt about that. But the shorter, stockier man has had the better fight of it. He has been great on it. There he goes for another takedown. That's great defense.
Diggs did a beautiful job of grabbing the punch of Alirez to set up that takedown attempt. He grabbed his hand and then followed it back in, and the mouthpiece is out again.
Keep it going. There's 30 seconds left in this fight. But again, JR, great point. You're gonna take a point away if you're to.
Corner of Diggs saying finish on
it.
top. They want him to get a takedown and end the fight in the top position to solidify in the judges' minds that he's done enough to win this fight.
Absolutely.
Let's see if he has the energy to go for the shot. Oh, and he rocks Alirez.
Man, Alirez is taking major shots, JR. The fact that he's still standing is amazing. Oh, look at that shot. Big
And
overhand
Alirez
right.
steps forward through it.
Wow.
My gracious, what a battle. Well,
Wow.
there's a fight of the year candidate, ladies and gentlemen, if ever there was one.
Wow, JR. Woo!
So much back and forth in that fight. Wow. So checking out here on the replay, Alirez splitting the guard, but Diggs finally had the answer for it. Comes back with hands that are, I don't want to say quite as fast as Alirez, but very, very fast of his own. And then just pressures forward, uses the strike in order to set up the takedown. Mr. Diggs showing a beautifully well-rounded game. We're going to quit calling him just a wrestler. This man is a mixed martial artist, and he put those varied skills on display tonight.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you one thing. When you look at Alirez going forward, it's going to take a yeoman's effort to finish him because he took some major shots. I mean, major punches, major shots all fight long.
Yeah, it's not like you could be hit much harder, that's for sure. Wow.
And I don't know, JR, if that kick in the first round affected him, but he did not look as good a shape. But he can take a shot, I guarantee you that.
All right, well, we're going to take it up to Big Mo, see if he's...
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for our main event competitors tonight. After 3 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for your official decision. All 3 judges scored about 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Isaiah
Congratulations to the Ultimate Performance fighter. Wow, what a battle.
Zeke's disappointed for sure. And, you know, he's only had 3 fights.
Man, talk about putting everything out there.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by our main event.
That's crazy.
Isaiah Diggs. First off, Isaiah, as we watched that fight, your cardio, you kept the pace the whole time. You delivered takedowns in every round. You established your dominance on the ground and really wore your opponent out. Was that what you were looking to do? Were you looking to go to the ground as you got ready for this fight?
First, I want to give honor to God, who's the head of my life before anything. Ben, well, with your question, our game plan was to stay in his face, keep pressure, let him throw, we return, and just keep going. That's our style of wrestling, and I'm going to keep it in here.
Now, you'd say hour. Obviously, you come from a great gym. You obviously prepared very, very well in your training camp. And it sounds like you have a great support staff around you. Anyone that you want to thank tonight?
Well, let me first shout out to my mom who's watching because she got mad at me last time. Can I say something for her? I love you, Mom. I shout out to all my homies who's here, my brothers, cousins, everything. There's Terrence, trains me, Boo Boo, Mike. Then I got all my friends from back home, fed, out there. And I just want to thank the people from back home, you know, and my brother too, because he's trying to shout him out for.
So, back-to-back wins in the Sparta cage. You looked very, very good in both fights. What's next for you?
I mean, we're here to fight anybody. Everybody was afraid to fight him. I'm going to take it, you know. It's amateur. We're here to fight. That's what we do. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. I'll fight anybody. If people back out, call me, I'll take it, you know. That's what happened with him, and I respect their family a lot because he stood there and he fought, so I thank you. But anybody, anywhere, we'll take it, you know.
I like that attitude, Mr. Diggs. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner, Isaiah Diggs.
Well, J.R. Gordon, I don't know that you could ask for much more than that tonight.
On behalf of Sparta Sports Entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out. Please drive home safe. Army versus Marines will be live Saturday, June 26th, back here at the Outlaw Saloon. Good night, fight fans.
Yeah, that was definitely a fight that had a little bit of everything in it, Todd. Talk about excitement back and forth. I said I think that's a Fight of the Year candidate right there. My goodness, we'll be talking about this one come awards time.
How about a little shout-out, Becca Cisneros, with the matchmaking on this card tonight? I think she's killed it 3 times in a row.
This is fantastic. Well, for Todd Romero and Sparta Sports and Entertainment, I am J.R. Gordon. Thank you for having joined us at Wyoming 7. We will see you at the next show.